I'd be naive to think that they haven't plugged all of our voices into some shit and have profiles on all of us.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any voice shit online, especially through YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, any of these platforms, they got a portfolio on you, my friend. So, they can try. They can't synthesize the real shit. They can only synthesize the fake shit.
Yeah.
I'm the real shit, nigga. Like when you are the source, when you are the faucet, like other people walk up to the faucet to take a cup of water to get a bowl. Nigga, I am the source.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. All right. As Jesus and Mero would say, actually Mero would say, suck my dick from the back. So yeah, shout outs to Nubian in 28 years. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Black Zeus, the podcast. I am Black Zeus. This is the podcast, season 4, episode 12. I'm here with none other than the guy, Dante. I appreciate the level of commitment. How you living, bro?
Yeah, I'm staying blessed and highly favored, man.
Staying blessed and highly favored. Staying blessed and highly favored. Staying blessed and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored. So as redonkulous as I am when I'm high, on this marijuana, this is a cushion of marijuana. Once again, shout outs to The Cushion. I'll give him another shout out. I don't normally do that, but I really like this pillow. So, like, check him out on Instagram or social media. The Cushion, Kushion. And you can get your own weed nug couch pillow. Really genius idea if you're a weed head. Anyways, that's enough product placement. But I am sober. Woo! Woo! Bing, 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 bing. You can tell I'm sober because I'm fucking annoying as shit. Holy fuck. I have not smoked weed in a whopping 24 hours. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this didn't even start as a tolerance break, but I think it might turn into one. I don't know. We'll see. How, you ever take tolerance breaks or
Every once in a while.
What's your usage like? You smoke daily? You a daily smoker?
Nightly.
That's daily. Why you got? Why?
Because
Why you gotta?
No, but it's like I primarily smoke at night.
No, on
a daily basis.
All right, you mother. Turn me into Joe Pesci. You motherfucker. Funny how? Funny how? That's such a bad Joe Pesci.
That was a pretty good West Side.
You motherfucker. That's too nasally. I gotta bring you motherfucker. Do you know who I'm talking about? You have no idea who I'm talking about. You don't know Joe Pesci?
I know the name. I don't know the
Do you know the name?
I've heard.
What do you know the name from, Dante? I'm calling you out right now.
I think Benny the Butcher has the lyric where he's like, my Joe Pesci something. Brr.
Oh, he talks about the gun, Joe Pesci's gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Pesci is
38 or
Joe
something.
Pesci is an actor.
Gangster?
A gangster actor.
Okay.
He's notorious for like Goodfellas.
Okay.
Huh, that was really funny. Funny how?
Okay.
That's a really famous line of it. My Cousin Vinny. You're not gonna know any of these fucking movies. Why? All right. What's another Joe Pesci classic? They're all mob movies. Why can I only remember Goodfellas? Yo, Was Joe Pesci in Home Alone? You might know him from that. Was that
he the
Pesci?
small
Wait,
guy?
no. That wasn't Pesci,
I
was
don't
it?
know.
Can you just IMDb this for me
Sure,
real
yeah,
quick?
I got you.
Because I always confuse that fucking guy with Pesci, but I don't think it's Pesci. I keep saying Pesci. This is Pesci. Just type in Home Alone. He was one of the sticky bandits.
Yes.
He wasn't Marv. He was the other one.
He was Marv. Marv was the short one, right?
Is Joe Pesci?
Hold on. What year?
What do you mean what year? Just type in Home Alone, nigga.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. He was Harry.
Is Joe Pesci though?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pull it up for you.
Yeah. Joe Pesci. Raging Bull. My cousin Vinny has said The Irishman. That's the most recent one. Yeah.
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah, let's go. Oh, because he was in Casino. I'm an idiot. And Bronx Tale. I'm an idiot. I love these movies.
He was in both Home Alones, actually.
Yeah, he was the Sticky Wet Bandits. They were both. He was in Casino. I wanted to say Casino. He was in Lethal Weapon. I'm an idiot. I've seen all these. You've seen none of them. You haven't seen
I've seen Home Alone 1 and 2.
You felt my disgust. I watched Home Alone also, but the fact that and you didn't even know he was that guy.
No.
You don't know Joe Pesci, but that's fair, man. Why should you? You're way ahead of me, bro. You're getting rid of the earthly knowledge that means nothing. But have you seen any of those movies? Scroll through that list, please, real quick. Casino. You've never seen Casino?
No.
Raging Bull.
No.
The Irishman.
No.
None of the Lethal Weapons.
No.
He was in Gone Fishing, huh? Oh, wow. Which ones do I really know? Yeah, Bronx Tale
Bronx Tale.
with Chaz Palminteri.
No.
You son of a bitch. Okay, what gangster movies do you know?
I wasn't allowed to watch gangster movies.
Fuck.
My parents were growing up in
My
the
parents were mad fucking religious and strict too,
No,
bro.
it's not religious. They were anti-hood. I wasn't allowed to wear a headband.
That's so sick. They were anti-hood.
But we lived in the hood before we moved to Milford.
That's why they were anti-hood.
Yes.
They said they were traumatized. They're like, we do not want our son to cause trauma to others or himself. Scroll down a little bit for me. Yeah, Goodfellas we got. Betsy's Wedding. What the hell is that? Lethal Weapon 2, yep. Oh, he was in the Smooth Criminal video. That's right. He was Mr. Big in Moonwalker. That's hilarious. Oh, Joe Pesci has a rap album. I'm dead serious. Go to YouTube real quick for me. We probably won't play it. We probably won't play it because we'll get flagged. But type in Joe Pesci rap. Yeah. There's a whole album, bro. It's called Wise Guy. Wait, no, that was the song. But I remember seeing this video on Much Music, bro. I'm a wise guy. Hey, I'm a fucking wise guy. Just type in, you guys, go to YouTube and type in Joe Pesci wise guy to watch one of the weirdest rap songs ever. Hey, I'm a fucking wise guy. Hey. But he stopped acting because he wanted to be a musician. So he made like a couple what would be like Frank Sinatra, like crooner? He'd be like a crooner.
What's a crooner? Is that a person?
Fucking, you make me sick. The type of music.
That's the genre?
I'm so sorry for being mean to you, man. Like I hate myself. When you're looking back at me and you're just smiling, like, I don't know, bro. And I'm just mean to you for no reason. Like, there's nothing more effective to a bully than just kindness, bro. I mean, you might get punched in the face a bit. Because it might take the bully a while to soften up to the kindness. So stand up for yourself. Punch me back, bro. Verbally jab me. Something. Man.
No ill will in my universe.
It's not ill will, but now I feel bad.
I don't know.
I just belittled you
even
for
know
not
these
knowing Joe
things.
Pesci. Which isn't a big deal. Woosah. I gotta be more. I'm having my own existential moment. Like, oh, be nicer to Dante, bro. But yeah. So I guess we'll start talking about episode stuff. I'm all over the place. This is me sober. You know what I mean? Now you actually see that I don't smoke weed because I'm trying to escape or anything. I have way too much energy. And it it allows me to just be in control of the dial as opposed to just always being on 11.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't always want to be on 11.
Yeah.
But like I can't help it if I'm sober. I'm on 11, bro. Just my body is really good with energy. Like I don't know what the hell that means. That sounds like some weird hocus pocus bullshit, but I got a lot of that energy and you know, it stores really well. So I just smoke it away. That's what that sounds like. I don't do that.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so we're recording this on a Sunday as we normally do. Tonight is not any normal Sunday. Tonight, if you've been a listener of the podcast, then you know what my favorite and what the best, objectively, comedy show in Canada is. And that is Kenny Robinson's Nubian Disciples of Richard Pryor. Tonight is that night, the last Sunday of every month out of Toronto Yuck Yucks, downtown, beautiful downtown Toronto. Yuck Yucks off Richmond Street, just off of University Avenue. Last Sunday of every month, we celebrate the Nubian Disciples, and today we celebrate in a much bigger way because it's the 28-year anniversary. It feels like just yesterday I was talking about the 27-year anniversary on the podcast. It blows my mind. The anniversary comes up so quick every year. And I'm fucking amped. You got like I'm not gonna go crazy into Nubian Show, because you just at this point maybe you're new, so maybe I will talk about it. This is Canada's version of Def Comedy Jam, and actually this might just be the last remnants of anything Def Comedy Jam. No, that's a fucking lie. What kind of crazy shit am I saying? These types of shows exist. The Laugh Factory in LA, they have chocolate sundaes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's their all black comedy show review. You know what I mean? But Canada, we have a 28-year tradition started by an absolute legend, Kenny Robinson. My OG, literally one of the most pivotal, important figures in my comedy career, and in my career in general. We celebrate 28 years, man. And on top of that, you already know Dante because you're coming with me, but it is Just for Laughs showcase season. So if you're not a comedian, showcases are essentially when the industry comes to check you out. And right now, specifically, it's for the Just for Laughs Montreal Comedy Festival, which is the largest comedy festival in the world. It happens annually in Montreal in June, going into like early August. It usually wraps up by then. But yeah, man. So this is audition season right now, plus the 28-year anniversary. And me and you have been talking about this. I've gone into it in the past because I've gone through multiple showcases. So this isn't my first. I've already done Just for Laughs Toronto, but Montreal is like the main one. So looking to get there at some point. But I don't know, man. This year feels so different because I just feel completely aligned. And even looking at you, I'm like, this nigga can only hear this so many times. But this is for the beautiful people of the podcast. I'm not even going to go too heavy into it because it doesn't need to be, but I'm beyond the comic that I even imagined I could be when I started this shit 12 years ago. I'm infinitely better than the comic I was when I started on my first net at Nubian Show. But above that, like I'm just infinitely better of a person and like just the best version of me, more so than I could have even imagined. And that has given me such supreme confidence and just understanding that the feelings that I used to have, like showcase season is nerve-wracking because essentially the entire country, and America too, but they have their own showcase season. But for right now, Canada goes through a showcase around now, like March, April, and they'll scan the entire country, see all the comics, no matter the range. You know what I mean? The weird part to me is that when you first get to Just for Laughs, is like you're part of the new faces. You know what I mean? This is the traditional path. But none of the people you've ever seen on New Faces are fucking new faces.
Yeah.
All of them have been working their ass off for years. And it's just a matter of the industry now saying, oh, you're a new face. It's like, as much as I look forward to one day doing Just for Laughs and all that shit, nigga, I am so far beyond that mentally. I have so defined my own version of success, and it has nothing to do with getting on a festival. It has everything to do with the engagement, interaction, the level of laughter that I hear from the audience, the connections that I'm making with the audiences, and even beyond that, like I'm just at peace. You know what I mean? We're here, we do the podcast and shit, and you guys have heard me if you've been a listener of the podcast. But I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. Dante hears me literally say this 80 times a minute when we're not recording. I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I only care about comedy, being the absolute best comedian, and the connection that I make with my audiences. I have done that to the level of Chappelle, and I don't need anybody to validate that. I have on a nightly basis audiences, my peers, my OGs validating that for me. So now it's time for me to really double down on my beliefs of fuck social media, spending all my time trying to figure out, how do I get the followers so they can come to my shows? It's like, nigga, I've been steadily making myself one of the best comedians, period. And now I just get to travel. Like, I'm just gonna start traveling and fucking touching new soil, hitting up new stages, interacting with new people. And like, bro, the follower count and all that shit, it would be so much higher if I actually focused on it. Like the YouTube channel. Just a couple months ago, we were at 27 subscribers. I started realizing, I'm like, okay, well, my focus shouldn't be on Instagram, TikTok, and all this shit, because that makes me sick to my stomach. And to a certain extent, YouTube does too, but YouTube is literally like long form. We can have these actual real conversations.
Yeah.
We can actually let you guys into the comedy world. You know what I mean? I hold nothing back. That's really the whole point of this podcast, is to kind of give you a window into the come up of a comedian, at least in Canada. Obviously, it's different wherever you are, but it is really difficult in a smaller country. Like, I hear to the high heavens, you got to go to the States. You got to go to the States. And I fucking know that. You know what I mean? But I want it to be so good that when I go anywhere, they're going to ask for me back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I know that I've done that work. I put in that work. Yeah. Where if I went out on the road like a few years ago, they'd be like, okay, he's all right. But like, no, bro, I'm going to hit up stages and I'm going to fucking make sure, like, and if not, then I'm at least going to establish myself in these areas and then just start building up. I still think there's a way to do grassroots. And I mean outside of social media.
Yeah.
Bro, I have so much knowledge and core memories from before the internet and cell phones, and I just know how to interact with people and network and all the shit that you need to do, which you've had to do before social media existed. It's just, I think social media is not necessarily a cheat code because there's a lot of work that goes into it. But if you are really, like, if you're really knowledgeable about your craft and shit, social media is so easy. Bro, I have 80 ideas a day on really garbage like sketches and shit that I'm seeing all my peers and everybody on the internet do and gain hella traction from. I have so many of these ideas. I've given these ideas out, you know what I mean, to my friends and shit. Yeah. And I see them work. So I know that I have that within me. If I ever really but if you ever see me making Instagram and TikTok sketches like, it's Fart Mondays. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my page on Monday. It's Fart Mondays. Like, suck my dick, nigga. Like, you know that I've been cloned. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that fucking lame ass shit. And it is lame. As much as you, bro, you know my favorite thing? I was talking to you about this, but I've been starting to talk to the audiences on stage about this. And like, not even being preaching shit, because I expose myself first and foremost.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, we all, like, as much as we all live with the social media shit, and I'm not any better than you, like, how fucking lame is it that we are enjoying this tangible experience, like human experience, face to face, and then we're all like really in it, not looking at our phones and shit, but as soon as we leave this room, like, and then when we go to bed tonight, we're gonna scroll through our phones until we pass out, and then we fucking wake up, and then we have breakfast, go to work, and gossip. And then, like, the reactions that I've been getting from audiences, it's it's almost like we're in group therapy together. Like, I was telling you before we recorded today, but like the last time I was doing that bit on stage, like there was this Asian woman like front row, and I just started saying the joke to her, and I'm just like, and don't lie to me, miss. You're just gonna go home and start scrolling your phone and shit. And she was like, I know. And just the way she did it, like, I gave her a big, like, verbal hug. I'm like, and then the whole crowd got into it. It's like, we're all just like don't we suck? Like, aren't we garbage that we just all of a sudden we allowed these devices to make us forget what like outside is and what human interaction is and what conversation is? It's like, it blows my mind the amount of people that grew up the same time frame as me, but just all like are so in. And you know what? It's not a dinosaur thing either. I love technology. I love technology.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm adapting the best that I want to. Not that I can, because I could do much better. I can make the memes. I can make the sketches. Fuck, go look up Aunt Frances on YouTube. Go look up when I first started comedy 12 years ago, the first thing I ever did, I was in a sketch troupe with Aunt Frances. Like, shit that I would never do today, because it just, like, is so not in my heart. And I'm proud of some of those sketches still to this day. But, like, I care about the stage, bro. That's it. That's it. And I'll work with the tools and the social media bullshit only to the extent that I want to. And I've had to really work on myself mentally just to get to the place where I'm comfortable letting the numbers fly by me. I'm comfortable constantly being tripped by my comedy peers and shit. Just play the game, bro. Just fucking, like, why not? You'll get the followers, and then you get the followers, then you can travel and you can you just build your audience. Suck my dick, nigga. I don't care. Like, I'm such an artist to my bones that it's not about that. I don't create any of this for you. You are a benefit of this shit. Connecting with audiences is a benefit of this shit. But I'm a creator. I just create because I have to. Like that fucking scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker's describing, he's like, I'm like a dog chasing his tail. Like, that's me in art, bro. That's me in creating. I have so much within me that is endless. And I'm so much more interested in the tangible connections, the human connections. And not to say that that's not possible through social media. Obviously, like, you could reach me through a DM or whatever, but no, it's not the same. It is not the same as actually you taking time out of your day to go to a show, to go to a club, to go to a concert, and then sit there and then watch your favorite, or even watch someone you've never met before or never seen or heard before, and then connect with that person. And then they reach out to you and they make fun of you, or they include you in a joke. You know what I mean? Or like, like there's so much more tangible experiences, and that's what I'm interested in. Not this synthetic horse shit. Fuck this. If your entire life is online, I feel sorry for you, bro. We're living in a world where we're already inundated with garbage food, garbage programming through TV, media, music, we're so bombarded with so much horse shit that now it's such a challenge to find the good in all of it. Like, when I was growing up, you could turn on the radio and hear some proper shit, you know what I mean? But now it's literally all one note horse shit. I have to turn on the radio, and as much as I love trap, I don't need to hear black people yelling about fucking selling drugs to other black people and killing other black people all day long, nigga. I love trap, but I'm like, I don't hate black people, and I don't hate myself. So why the fuck would I listen to that all day? It would put me in a weird frequency, which it does. When I listen to it all day, it puts me in a different frame of mind, bro. So fuck all that shit. I'm finding a way to unplug while I'm still plugged in. And I think it's a lot easier now that I have the understanding of who I really am. I'm always plugged in, nigga. So I'm always plugged in. If anything, everything's trying to fucking siphon shit out of me. Now I'm actually controlling the faucets. I don't fucking care. I'm turning all the taps off, nigga. I'll only turn them on when I want. Because the algorithm is like, yo, we're not going to push your videos if you don't post every 5 seconds. I'm like, well, suck this big black dick, nigga. I don't give a fuck. YouTube is scanning this episode right now, is going to their fucking headquarters. Some stupid AI bot is trying to make a fucking synthetic version of this podcast right now. Not necessarily to be released right now, but they're doing testing. I have hundreds of hours of my voice online. I'd be naive to think that they haven't plugged all of our voices into some shit and have profiles on all of us. If you have any voice shit online, especially through a YouTube, Instagram, a TikTok, or whatever, any of these platforms, they got a portfolio on you, my friend. They can try. They can't synthesize the real shit. They can only synthesize the fake shit. I'm the real shit, nigga. Like, when you are the source, when you are the faucet, like other people walk up to the faucet to take a cup of water to get a bowl. Nigga, I am the source.
Yeah.
Suck my dick. All right. As Jesus and Mero would say, actually Mero would say, suck my dick from the back. So yeah, shout outs to Nubian in 28 years. Yo, Dante, by the time we finally pop, I would really love to know how many of these rants you've had to sit through, bro. I would love a counter of by the time we pop, how many rants did Dante have to sit through? Of let's lighten it up a bit. Let's let's just go into the poll results. Let's do the let's do the weekly poll results. That went a little longer than I expected to. I'll probably skip the Zelda talk for this week. Save it for next week. There's a new Zelda coming out, and your boy is very excited. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but I am. Black Nerd. Expect more Black Nerd shit. Probably next episode because we're getting closer to the release of a new Zelda game, and your boy is amped. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the weekly poll results. If you are new to the podcast, every Monday on my Instagram social media, I am AKA Black Zeus. Follow me if you would like. It scrolls at the bottom of the screen every couple minutes, AKA Black Zeus. So every Monday on my Instagram social media feed, bright and early, I launch an interactive poll on my story feed. I leave it up for 24 hours, and then we discuss it here on the podcast every Wednesday. This week's poll question was, as you get older, what is more true for you? And the options were, I learned more bad habits than good, or I learned more good habits than bad. Dante, where do you lie before we get the poll results here?
Okay, so for me, I would say I learned more good habits than bad, but only because I learned which bad habits I had first.
To get rid of.
Right?
Yeah.
So I had to like counteract it, which is why I had to learn the good habits. So yeah, I would say I've learned more good habits than bad habits as I've gotten older.
As you've gotten older. Because which ideally is the thing.
Yes.
You want to be getting better as you get older. As a like person on a personal level. Whatever better is, that's up to you.
Yep.
For you. But yeah, no, I would agree with that. Like we've discussed it, like my personal life, like I've been through Dante's Inferno.
Yes.
No pun intended.
Same.
But I've been through the 7 layers of hell, and I'm in heaven now, bro. And like all that bad shit that I went through and shed like snakeskin.
Yep.
Like I think in turn, because of the amount of bad habits I've learned, I learned more good habits in turn to unlearn the bad habits.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So just by default, I would agree with you there. I have learned more good habits than bad at this stage of my life. But let's see what the people agreed with. These are the results. God damn, nigga. Let's go. Everybody's living. Welcome to the good life, better than the life I live. When I thought that I was gonna go crazy. And now my grandma ain't the only girl calling me baby. And if you look at me now, throw your hands up in the sky. Everybody say, hey, 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 I'm good. That was a lot. I'm sober as shit, bro. Don't let me come back to the podcast sober next week. Or maybe do. Yeah, this is not so bad. You know what I do like, though? Is that time feels normal again. Because I'm just... Not that time feels slow. Like my smoking habits are nowhere near what they used to be. So I'm not like fucking zonked all day. I'm actually very good all day. But like it helps me not look at the time a lot. Okay. But I forgot that when I'm sober, it's just the time. Like I like sobriety a lot too, man. Yeah. I love being high. I love the state that it puts me in. But I just as equally love being sober and just like experiencing the time. You know what I mean? Like I feel each minute.
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to like I don't always want to feel each minute.
Yeah.
Because I like life just like going by without you really looking at the clock.
Yeah.
But this feels nice.
Yeah.
You sober right now?
No.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
You're kind of sober.
Kinda
You're a
sober.
light smoker. I know you don't smoke heavy.
Yeah. I don't.
So even when you smoke, like, what do you roll up?
One.
We'll probably go to the dispensary after this. Nah, I'm joking. I think I'm actually going to be sober going into Nubian, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I perform really well, high or sober.
Yeah.
But at Nubian, like, this level of energy works in my favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not having any weed in my system, even though like I've really worked hard to not let weed affect my performance energy.
Yeah.
Which was a challenge because you got to be mindful of it. Now I've just done it for so long. I'm always mindful of like go up there with the best. But it took a while. But just not even having that like to work against, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like this. Watch, I'm gonna get fucking just someone's gonna hand me hash or something before we get there. But yeah, so I didn't even say the results. So the results of the poll were 37% said I learned more bad habits than good, and 63% said I learned more good habits than bad. So I would imagine that most people are viewing this the same way we view it. Like as you get older, typically you get better. Not everybody is fortunate enough to like constantly like just be on a trajectory like that. Actually, no one is. It's life is like this. It has its ebbs and flows.
So let me ask you this: like, what do you think? Like, for the people that learned more bad habits, like, what do you think they learned? Like,
well, that's
bad habits of.
That's got to be. I'm sure that's unique to them.
I know,
because a bad habit to me might be a good habit to somebody else. Smoking cigarettes to me is a bad habit, but to somebody else, it's like might be good. You know, perception is everything.
But did they learn more bad habits than good habits? Like, because that's part of the question, right?
Yeah. So I learned more bad habits than good is 37%.
Yeah.
I would imagine because I have a lot of artists and stuff like, you know, and you know, like, you know, the artist world. Yeah, I didn't even have to say anything for you to completely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad habits that come with just being a creative.
artist.
Yeah, that just come. That 37% is probably artists. Just everyone's just on coke, just drunk on coke. I would, but again, I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I do find it interesting though, like, because I don't have any like youngins following me like that. You know what I mean? So everybody that voted on this is an adult. So at this stage in their life, it's at least I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing that they're able to like see it and acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That they have more bad habits than good. Maybe that might be daunting to somebody to be like, oh, I have way too many like
bad habits.
Yeah, that I don't even know how to overcome this.
But I think that's a good place to start, even just acknowledging it.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, yeah. Well, acknowledgement has to be the place you start for anything, I think.
Yeah.
Good, positive or negative. But yeah, that wraps it up for this week's poll question. Once again, the social media feed and all that stuff scrolls along the bottom every couple minutes. But if you would like to be a part of the interactive poll, make sure you follow me on Instagram, aka Black Zeus. Every Monday, I will post a new interactive poll. But let's go on to the next segment, a newer segment on the podcast called Dante's Inferno. This segment is where Dante brings the latest memes, articles, just newsworthy shit to talk about here, because you know, I.
So this.
Thank you.
So this is something that, you know, we've kind of been talking about, people doing things for the gram, even though they're not really comfortable with it and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like I thought this was, you know, pretty funny take on this.
Oh wait, do I need them sound up?
Turn it up a little bit.
All right. For the gram. What is this? A stingray? Stay shot. Yeah, this nigga's trying to flex, but he's a. Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh. What is that? A shark? What's in there? What's in the water with him? That's a stingray, no? Is that a fish? Oh, it's just a big ass fish. It's like a tuna.
Basically.
Bro, this guy went from hero to zero so quick. Look. Please. See, this is like, see what clout makes people do, bro? You see what clout makes people do? This man is deathly afraid of a fish. But like before he got in that water, he was fucking King Kong. That fish is like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. You want to be in the water with me? That fish just cut a Hulk Hogan promo on him. That.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty funny because you're right. This guy's like, yeah, I'll hop in the water.
Yeah,
and then
like,
as soon as he put his toes in the water.
Do people really like, this is most people to me on social media, bro. That, like, I know it's not everybody.
Yep.
But like, social media is such a weird thing to me because just even by the very nature of just being on it, that there's some clout association, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're one of the people that just have an account just so you can view the madness.
Yes.
Like get in comment sections and all that shit and just like what you like and see what you see.
Yeah.
But how many people are really doing that? A lot of duck faces. Just a whole feed of just looking into the camera with that like slight twist of her leg. The girls know how to twist their legs so that their body looks normal.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. So that their body looks normal. Your body's already normal, nigga. Just stop twisting. Stop doing that weird duck face twist. He like, but even the activism and all this shit, like none of it all feels phony to me.
Yeah. The activism for me, that's what like really pushed me onto my like, this is where it pushed me off because it literally made no sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Right?
It doesn't make sense.
And for me, like, especially when the activism was at its max, like when everyone was posting black squares.
Oh my God.
That's when I left, dude. I'm like, this is your max effort, a black square, dog. Everyone has to do this in support
of
dog.
In support of something they don't even fully understand.
Exactly. And that's what, for me, everyone doing that because it meant something.
Yeah.
Online.
I hate using this word, but that is straight up sheep mentality, bro.
Yeah.
It's like herd mentality. Not even sheep, but herd mentality. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like everybody's just, but I feel like that's what social media does. Like, even though you get in with the best of intentions, eventually if you're not strong-willed, you're gonna fall to it, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
I'm watching comedy friends of mine that have held out for so long that are now just like, fuck it, bro. They're memers. They're fucking the TikTokers. They're releasing sketches. But I'm like, I don't know. I watch so much of it, and not even just my peers, just all of it.
Yeah.
Like you look at a really good comic, and then compare their fucking online shit. Like it's not even close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like their stage shit is so much. But I get it. Again, I get it. I'm not a dinosaur. I get it.
Yeah.
You build an audience, but I just don't want to build an audience off that.
Yeah.
I just don't, and I don't care to.
Yeah.
And I think the most important part that I didn't realize at first, it was just getting to that level of comfort. Because again, man, my peers are like at times, not on purpose, but it's like the way they talk, bro. It's almost like they're trying to make me feel like I'm the crazy one.
Yeah.
Because I know what I want to do and don't like, and I haven't caved the way they caved.
Yeah.
It's like the vaccine shit all over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, well, I took it, so you take it because you're not being safe. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not being safe?
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for me to take it. You'll grow an audience and you'll be able to travel. I'm like, I've looked at your audience. There's children in there. I'm like you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. There's children in there.
I'm dead serious. I looked at some of these audiences, bro. There's children in there. I'm like, good for you. You're charging $60 a ticket or wherever the fuck. You got kids in your comedy audience, bro. What the fuck are you talking to me about? That's what you envisioned when you started comedy? Okay. Oh, okay. But I'm the one that's giving up. I'm the one that I'm stubborn or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
No, nigga, it's not that I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
It's that I believe in myself enough to just ride it out.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I trying to appease the people that are a part of this fake woke bullshit? I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that, bro. I don't want those people associated with me. I don't want to associate with them. Fake woke horseshit, which means my audience will be a lot smaller because 85% of the world is fake woke horseshit. Trying to get me to fucking buy into your cause, nigga. Get out of here, bro. My cause is me. Fucking diatribe, niggas. I'm telling you, slowly, this nigga's gonna make an appearance on this podcast, bro. It's gonna happen.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, he who shall not be named. Oh man. Fucking diatribe, niggas. You got anything else with the Inferno?
Yeah, so this is something, and we've kind of been talking about this off the mic or whatever, but one thing I've noticed is like the the acknowledgement of your past and your ancestors and all these things.
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring this clip of Stylebender talking about how seeing Pereira still connected to his ancestors in that way inspired him to reconnect to his own.
This isn't like official footage, right?
No, this is someone else's clip.
All right.
I've channeled my ancestors for this fight. I went deep, meditation, touching my pineal gland, speaking to my ancestors, because he is very in touch with his culture. So I have to go deep and get in touch with my culture as well. So
Yeah. Whoa. I never heard this. Cause I know Pereira is like super ancestral, tribal, like because he's tapped into like what is he, Mayan? He's got like that.
Brazilian.
He's Brazilian.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brazilian, but yeah.
Cause to me, I always viewed Israel Adesanya as one of those guys, like not a Hotep nigga, like, but like spiritually connected.
Spiritually connected, but he was saying how because Potan is like from the village.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's from the ancestor land. If you get what I'm trying to say, like he's
Yeah.
from there, so he's very connected. He has a spiritual belief, and he was saying that, you know, that is also an important aspect of being
Yeah.
a person, being a fighter, and all these things. And I think that him just talking about that puts that like positive energy out into the
And even
into
just
the
let
space.
somebody who's never heard that before.
Exactly.
It opens their mind's eye.
Exactly. Well, he even says it. Let's play it
He
again.
touches pineal gland.
Let's touch
So like when you like, because we're getting to a stage where it's like all like because wokeness is now seeping into like consciousness, you know, and I don't see them as the same.
Wokeness is okay.
Like
I get what you're trying to
you
say.
know what
there.
I mean? Like Hotep niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Diatribe
Like
niggas.
diatribe niggas. Like these people, like even me doing this pod, like there's such conflict with me even doing this podcast because I'm getting to the point where I just might disable the comments, even though right now there's not really any comments anyways. If we ever blow up, I might just do that just because that's not what I do it for.
Yeah.
Is to have people have dialogue in my comments. I
Yeah.
just do it to do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, but because I've been very much getting in touch with
Mm-hmm.
my roots,
Yeah.
my roots,
Yeah.
gaining all sorts of information and knowledge into my lineage.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing is the way he describes it. Because a lot of this new age hocus pocus bullshit is taking like the real knowledge, like astrology,
Yeah.
and turning it into, oh my God, you're a fucking Libra, you're a Capricorn, I can't be friends with you, we're fucking misaligned. Oh my God. What are you fucking talking about misaligned? You're misaligned delusionally, fucking weirdo. To think that because you know your signs, which is a tool to help you better understand yourself and others, it's not a judgment thing. It's not a thing for you to judge others. It's all within you. So the way he's talking, I very much appreciate that he's not talking like the fucking new agey. He's giving you the real straight, uncut dope.
Yeah.
He's not telling like the way he's talking is I went inside myself.
That's what he says.
And all these people are trying to talk about fucking everything being outside of them, God being outside of them, Jesus being outside of them. All the, like you keep looking for everything outside of yourself. But even your ancestors are within you. You are the absolute most modern representation of all your family lineage, if you really think about it that way. But yeah, play it one more time.
channeled my ancestors for this fight. I went deep, meditation.
Deep meditation, touching my pineal gland, speaking to my ancestors, which is literally meditation. You pray, you meditate, you sit by yourself, and you talk within yourself to all that has come before you. And most of the people that just heard what I said think it's some hocus pocus bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. I'm Ethiopian, bro, by way of Greece. Like, it's literally my lineage. It's not make believe for me. I'm not no Irish Catholic where like my fucking lineage is potatoes, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like I got fucking I'm Ethiopian, bro. Go look right now who they say the first fossil fucking recorded history. It's an Ethiopian woman named Lucy, whatever. That's what they named it.
Yeah.
But like my shit goes back. So I'm not looking to no fucking Catholic church to tell me what is or isn't faith, nigga. Pope Benedict, dum dum dim doo da hardy doo, suck my dick from the back. Haley da. I release all my rapist priests unto the world. Dum de dum da hey. Well, this episode just got flagged. Let's wrap this shit up and get out of here. Since you brought up Adesanya, there is a UFC pay-per-view coming up, 288, and we normally give the recaps, but because you've been hyping up your knowledge, you know what I mean? I want to do a preview.
Okay.
And I want your predictions. We're only gonna do the co-main and the main event.
Okay.
I won't make you go buck wild. Yeah. I know you want.
No, that's good enough for me. Like I don't. The thing is, like you're saying, you have to direct your energy.
Yeah.
Right. So I can't like spend all my energy looking at the prelims. Like dog, like they might never even make it to the main card. You never know.
I'm very excited. By the way, if you're not into sports talk or fight talk or any of this stuff, love you. See you next week. This has been Black Zeus, the podcast, season 4, episode 12. Make sure you hit the subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. We're not done just yet. If you want to hear the UFC 288 preview, it's happening right now. I am very excited for this. First of all, I will cover just out of respect the main event, which is Aljamain Sterling versus the returning Henry Judo Cejudo, bro. I'm ready for the return of Henry Cejudo. But honestly, the fight that I am most looking forward to is the co-main event. I don't even know what to fucking think here. It's realistically the guys that should both be next in line for the title. But something happened backstage at UFC that we're not entirely sure of.
Yep.
Sounds like Colby Covington cut a deal to not sue Jorge Masvidal over that punch in the restaurant. That's what people are speculating. That's the word going around.
Yeah.
So Dana cut a deal with.
It's like, oh, you get the next fight.
Yeah,
if
you get the next
sue.
title fight. Just don't fucking sue. Drop the lawsuit or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know. I haven't looked into
Me
see if
neither.
it's confirmed.
I don't.
But these guys, fuck Colby Covington. He's been inactive for 2 years. And yeah, like when you're inactive for 2 years, you don't deserve a title shot.
No.
That's just, these guys have been the most
But
active.
then again, how active has Cejudo been in the last 2 years?
Well, Cejudo hasn't been.
But I get it.
Yeah, because
I got respect for Cejudo, but
Cejudo, Henry Judo Cejudo. Cejudo. I like Cejudo. I get it.
The
He
thing
walked
is,
away at the top,
so
and nobody tested him.
yeah. Well, so I'll give him that. He walked away at the top. If you
With
walk
the
away-
belt.
with the belt, I think you do get to come back.
You get to come back and
fight for the belt, but
he did it, and it wasn't even like
he was double champ. Like
correct.
I said, I got respect. For
Not
this guy.
one belt. He had two belts
and a gold medal, in the
and a
Olympics.
gold, bro. Like so, he's top level.
Yeah, he's the top of the top.
More so than Colby.
Way higher than
Yeah, more so than Colby. But I mean, like even in terms of, let's say he was in the UFC but inactive for 2 years or whatever.
Cejudo.
Yeah. Let's say I wouldn't be as upset.
No, me neither.
Because when
No,
you
no.
look at the bantamweight division, what's really been happening?
A lot. What do you mean? Vera, Sanhagen,
Oh, shit.
Yans, O'Malley,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
The
Oh.
bantamweight's popping.
Yo, O'Malley, I'm not jumping on the hype train with him
No,
just
you
yet
don't-
because I don't know what they did
But
with
he's-
him back in the UK almost felt cheap.
No, but the bantamweight division's popped.
He's there.
That's all
He's
I'm
there,
trying to
is
say.
what you're saying.
You know. So what do you?
I'm
got?
more excited for the co-main event, bro.
Do you-
Bilal
we'll start with
Muhammad
co-
versus
we'll start with
Gilbert
co-
Burns.
Okay.
Like these are some of my favorite active fighters right now.
Yep.
Like Gilbert Burns is fucking
Are you
phenomenal.
gonna call him Dorino now?
I love watch. I love watching his fights, bro, because he gives everything. Fuck, he gave Hamzat his like the biggest challenge of his career, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I defer to Dante and his MMA wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
So please, whichever you want to start with,
We'll
just
start
give
with
me your
co-main.
predictions.
You just want the prediction?
I want your predictions, yeah, and if you're willing to give me how the fight ends.
Dorino by submission.
Wait, who?
Gilbert Burns
Oh, you called him. I'm like, wait. I'm like, who?
by submission.
Yeah, by submission.
Yeah.
He's taking out what round?
Doesn't matter. I could say second. I could say first. The thing is, Gilbert Burns is on a different wave these days,
Bro,
because
yeah.
he understood. He fumbled that comes up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's G'd. He's coming back. He's not fucking around. He's coming in, just strangling people off rip.
What
So-
he did to Masvidal was.
What he did to Masvidal, what he did to Neil Magny.
Oh man, Magny. That was good.
You
Yo,
know?
Bilal's been on a fucking.
Bilal's been on a
Isn't he undefeated right now?
No.
Like his
not
last
undefeated.
however many fights.
Yeah, he's on like a.
He's on a
4
win
fight-
streak. No, that's what I meant to say. Not
He
undefeated.
looked really good against Sean Brady, but you know,
Yeah, let me see these stats real quick. 22-3-0, 22-5-0. Damn, they're so close.
yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. Gilbert Burns is just.
No, and
It's hard for me to bet against them.
This is my thing, because I was biased. Remember, I told you I was biased for Masvidal the last fight.
Yeah.
But I knew
Even though
Gilbert.
you knew Gilbert was gonna. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And like I said, I'm a little bit biased towards Bilal only because he trains with Khabib and those guys. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Durinho, he's cheesed now. He's not playing around. Bilal doesn't play around either, but
Yo, but I think they're both like, because they both know that they both deserve that title shot over
Yeah.
Kobe.
the only thing is that I think
So whoever wins this is getting the next shot.
so.
It sucks because one of these guys should be fighting, and then the winner of that should fight this guy, unless that one was so good that they do a rematch.
Which one?
Like one of these guys should be next, not Kobe.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins that should be fighting whoever the other one doesn't get in.
Got it.
Kobe should be like third in line.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
I don't know.
So my official pick, I got Burns by submission. Only, like I said, I think they can maybe go strike for strike.
Yeah.
They could maybe even go wrestling for wrestling. Maybe.
Damn, you think?
Not.
Because I know
enough.
Bilal is a good wrestler.
I
but
know, but they can't go jujitsu for jujitsu. That's the only thing.
And Gilbert's not fucking around.
Exactly.
So he's not even going to take the chance. Damn. I'm so excited for this one, bro. So yeah, what about the main event?
Main event, I'm biased. I don't know. They keep putting Jamaicans in my face. So like,
I know, that's hilarious. He won his last one, man.
I know.
But it's Cejudo.
It's Cejudo. And I will say, here's
Cejudo's
I might even-
elite.
he's a
And he beat Rumble.
Rumble.
Johnson?
Cejudo beat Rumble
Wait.
Johnson.
Did I say? Oh my God. No, sorry.
Demetrius Johnson.
Demetrius Johnson.
This guy said he beat Rumble.
He beat
Johnson.
Rumble Johnson. Whoa.
If he did, okay, I'll
I'm like,
I'll
yo.
pick Cejudo.
I'm like, wait, what? Wait, but Demetrius is like, you're so into fighting that was way funnier to you than most people. I hate you, bro. All right, this is how you get back at me for being mean to you. I get it. All right, make me feel like an idiot.
Rumble Johnson's light heavyweight. That's why.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking?
Okay, so this fight, it's similar. It's very similar to Bilal versus Burns, right? Because Aljamain's got good striking, really good striking.
Yeah.
He's got good wrestling, but I think he probably has better jiu-jitsu than Cejudo does.
Ah.
But Cejudo has way better wrestling. So it might be harder for him. But the thing is, Aljamain's jiu-jitsu is so tricky. He could slide, like the way he slid through Sandhagen, if he could do something like that to Cejudo,
Yeah.
he might hop to GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? If he subs him
Oh my
round
God,
1,
if
2,
he subs Cejudo.
that's what I'm saying. If he subs Cejudo round 1,
But
2,
you have to pick one. Well, you have to pick one outcome. What are you going with? What's the like?
I'm biased. I
even
have
if-
to pick the Jamaican.
You have to pick the Jamaican. But is that what you think in your heart of hearts?
I think, in my heart of hearts, I think Cejudo's a better fighter. Like, he's a better competitor 100%.
Okay.
He's won a gold medal. I give him that respect. And he won 2 belts.
Yo, the odds are really close too.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I always got to root
What's
for
the odds on the other one?
the odds, they don't have them. Wow.
Whoa, because fucking Vegas doesn't know what to do with that one.
they're
Like,
saying
this is
no.
way too evenly matched.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited for that co-main, bro. Holy shit. Ah, man. All right, so you're going with Gilbert Burns by submission, and you're going Aljamain by Jamaican.
By Jamaican. Jamaican submission.
By Jamaican submission. All right.
Call it jerk armbar.
Well, we will come back to you guys after UFC 288 with the recap and see if you guys made any money off the Dante official sports bet. put a stamp on the screen and shit. It's not an official sports bet. We don't condone gambling. If you gamble with our picks, you're dumb. Make your own educated picks. But other than that, I think this is a nice, solid episode. A bunch of shit we talked about. I'm gonna go chill until Nubian. Dante, you have anything you want to tell the people?
No. Just
All right. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at person1prod, PERSON1PROD on Instagram. Follow your boy.
Sick. I am AKA Black Zeus on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. YouTube is the place to be for me right now. So if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. We got multiple videos throughout the week, and we got new shit coming outside of the podcast soon. I love constantly saying that and then never delivering. But we're delivering.
We got new stuff coming. What do you mean?
I love you, bro. Yeah. It's like, is it this week or is it next week? These niggas are liars. No, we got new shit coming. But other than that, I love you all. You are the beautiful people of this podcast. I appreciate you. We will see you here next week on Black Zeus the podcast. This has been episode 12. Peace.